Welcome back to AirHub Academy's AirHub Portal training series. Today we're following the previous video and we're going to create an operation in the Mission Beach area of San Diego, California. As you see, I've dropped a point in the Mission Beach area. Once I do so, that is going to open up my Advisories tab. You can see where my operation is planned, that I'm within this yellow polygon that indicates I'm within Class B airspace in San Diego, California's San Diego International Airport. In addition, I'm also in a 50-foot flight height ceiling according to the LAANC grids. I also have a nearby advisory, again indicating that I am in Class B airspace for the San Diego International Airport. If I want to minimize my advisories, I simply click the orange button and that will minimize all. Next, I'm going to go to my Plan tab, where I'm going to actually plan my operation. If I'm logged in as an individual, this will be where all of my individual operations will be kept. However, if I am part of an organization, my organizational operations can be seen by clicking the Organizational Operation button. A list of all of my organization's operations will appear on the left-hand screen, and if I need to see all of them, I simply click the Expand screen and then click it back to return to the inset map. Now let's go ahead and create our operation. First thing I'm going to do is click my Quickfire button to create my operation. It opens our Plan Operation dialog box. First thing, I need to define my operational area around Mission Beach. I'm going to draw a box around the Mission Beach area in order to zoom in. And then, the first thing I need to do is hit my drop down and create my operational area. I'm going to create a rectangle. You will see my cursor has changed to a crosshair and will now allow me to draw a rectangle around the area. If you'll notice, I'm going to encompass two different airspace flight heights, both a 50-foot and a 100-foot flight height ceiling. Once I draw my initial box, you'll see that there are handles so I can move it if I need to. And also I can bring up my advisories text box just to verify that there are no new advisories in the area that I want to fly. So you can see we're still within Class B airspace. Now, since I am happy with my box, I'm going to go ahead and solidify it. You'll see once I click the check mark, it turns the box from an orange to a blue solid box, indicating that my operational area is good to go. Now I need to fill out my Plan Operation dialog box. For this demonstration, I'm simply going to use a very unique name, San Diego Flight Demo. The operational type is either recreational or commercial. Since I am a commercial pilot, and Portal will take all of my profile information and automatically fill in my plan operation, it will label that I am a Part 107 pilot. By default, our max altitude is set to 200 feet, but with our plan operation, our max altitude dictated by our LAANC grids is 50 feet, even though we also have a 100-foot flight height ceiling. We cannot fly higher than 50 for the complete operational area. So I'm going to set my maximum altitude to 50 feet. Next, I'm going to select the date and time. Click the calendar icon. Select your date and time. And as you can see, it's now set for Saturday. By default, the duration is 60 minutes and the time zone is the Eastern time zone as dictated by where I am geographically located. However, since this is occurring in the Pacific time zone, we will change it Pacific. Finally, pilot in command. Again, this information is pulled directly from my profile and autofills. However, if you are creating an operation for someone else, simply hit the drop down and select the person that you are creating the operation for. Since everything looks good, I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. This will just bring me to the details of my flight. If I have any changes I need to make, I simply hit the back arrow and I can go back into my operation and make those changes at that point and then hit continue. I will verify now that all of my changes are correct. My date and time is correct, my altitude, and the pilot in command. And now I will save and continue my operation. Now you can see that I have a green square at the top indicating that my operation is created, but you can see that my operation is not ready and also is listed as an incomplete airspace compliance. That is because I am in a LAANC grid and I need to have coordination with the FAA in order to fly in this area. Since this is a LAANC grid, we have an automatic approval available, which it states there. So all I need to do is submit my request. As it is an automatic approval, it does not take long, as you can see. And again, we get a successfully completed our airspace compliance. Now, just a few more things to talk about. You can see that our operation has been approved and it is labeled with a green box. Now, if we look up above, we also have some icons to help with our operation. The first of which is our weather widget, and also the further widgets up above. If we talk about our weather widget, when we open it up, it gives us our basic weather for the day of the flight. So we have our cloud cover, we have our cloud ceiling, we have visibility, and then temperature, wind, and precipitation. If you need to update it, simply hit the refresh button, which is next to the down arrow, and this will return the live feed of your weather. Next, if we go to the icons up above, we have our resources tab, which is a list of all of the various FAA websites that would be helpful to a pilot. Next, we have our download button, which will include the plan operational area and the basic overview information that you see here on a simple one-page PDF. In addition, we have our edit, our duplicate, our archive, and our destroy button. Do want to point out that if we need to edit or duplicate or destroy, we do need to do one other operation. Since we have a completed airspace compliance, we must cancel that airspace compliance with the FAA in order to edit or change our operation. In order to change it, you simply hit the three dots, the ellipses, hit the cancel button, make sure that you do want to cancel your authorization, and hit proceed. You'll see that it has changed back to an incomplete airspace compliance status, and we also have the list of our canceled airspace compliance. At this point, we can go in and edit, duplicate, or destroy our operation as needs be. If I hit the edit button, it will take me back to my plan operation, at which point I can change the date, the time, the title, or any pertinent information that I need to. In this case, I'm going to change it forward one day to Monday. Everything else stays the same, so I'm going to hit continue. My details are good to go, so again, I will hit save and continue. Now, I still need to accept my airspace compliance because it is incomplete. I simply hit submit request. And again, I have my airspace compliance approved. And now we have a list of our airspace compliance, our canceled airspace compliance, and our current operational area. Going back now, you can see that my flight demo is part of our organizational operation. It is listed here. As you can see in the inset map, once I zoom out, it will stay listed as I have it highlighted in our table of contents on the left. If I click on it, it will open up my overview map. And again, if needs be, I can edit it. Thank you, and we'll see you in the future. Happy flying.